Hey everybody, Ace Gen Liam here, and it is upon us. Gen 8 is upon us. It's finally here. The Pokémon Direct that aired today revealed the brand new Pokémon games that we're getting at the end of 2019, which are Pokémon Sword and Pokémon Shield. The names are a lot better when you realize that we're getting a UK region, but we'll get to that. So long story short, not a lot was shown in the trailers, but at the same time, a lot was shown in the trailers. We got to see the brand new region, the Galar region, which is definitely based on the United Kingdom. My home country finally gets some recognition by Pokemon, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful regions to date. The one thing I will say though is I'm not sure on the graphics right now. They look great, but they don't look as good as Let's Go. But they are, I guess they're kind of sticking to a similar art style to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and kind of like X and Y before it. It's got that kind of cel-shaded look to it, rather than like the full 3D, and it's a little bit like, I don't know, I'm going to get used to it. I'm going to need to get used to it. I do also think, obviously, game footage is not final, but I also think there's a little bit too much of a highlight on the Pokemon in battle. Like, there's some really severe white highlights on these Pokemon, and it makes it look a little bit weird. But the region itself, super beautiful, absolutely amazing. I can't wait to explore every part of this region because it just looks amazing. Like the little mines that they've got in there with all the crystals and stuff reminds me of in Sinnoh being underground, and you know, all the little mining you used to do. So I'm really excited to explore the region, and I'm excited to see the new Pokemon. But we did get to see 3 of the brand new Pokemon, our starter Pokemon, and my word, this might be one of the best starter trios that we've ever had. I don't think I can categorically say there is a trio of starters where I like all 3 equally. And right now, I don't know which one I'm going to choose. So just to run through them real quick. So the first one they officially introduced us to was Grookey, which is this grass-type monkey Pokemon. It gives me vibes of, I said this on Twitter, like a love child of Chespin and Chimchar. When it was first running around in the little cutscene that they did, I very much thought, wow, that looks like a lot like Chespin from the back. Okay, it's kind of a Chespin clone, but then I saw the front of it and realized, okay, this is, it's a unique looking Pokemon, but it definitely has vibes of, obviously it has vibes of Chimchar because it's a monkey, but also it has vibes of Chespin because of the color scheme, but it's a grass type, so I get it. But it is super cute, and I want to see what it evolves into. I mean, I'm a little bit worried that maybe it will grow into be like a grass fighting type, because it might evolve into a big gorilla type Pokemon, like a huge, because I don't think we have a proper gorilla Pokemon. The closest I think we've got to an actual gorilla would be like Darmanitan, but I don't really think that counts. So it might end up as a grass fighting. I'm a little bit worried about that because of the weaknesses, and we've already had Chestnut before it. But who knows? Anything could happen at this stage. We have no idea really where the starters are going to go. But Grookey does look super cute, and it's definitely a contender for my potential starter Pokemon. I really can't decide. I'm going to have to spend the next 10 months, or it's not even going to be 10 months, it's going to be like 9 months, the next 9 months deciding which of these starters I'm going to choose. The second one they showed us was Scorbunny, which is a fire-type rabbit Pokemon, and it looks really cool. Like, whereas Grookey looked super cute, this looks super cool. Like, this has so much potential as a Pokemon. I know some people will be like, oh, but it's similar to Bunnelby, but at the same time, it really isn't. Like, I see so much potential in the fire-type evolution line in this game. I'm worried again that it might end up firefighting. We've had a lot of firefighting starters, and obviously it just automatically, I don't know why we look at a bunny and think, oh, this could be a fighting type. I don't know why, but at the same time, there's no way of knowing. I mean, it could end up being a fire normal type for all we know in its final evolution, or it could just end up pure fire. That's a very, very plausible outcome. So I just want to see where it goes, to be honest. I'm just excited to see the middle Evos. I'm excited to see the final Evos. It's just like Scorbunny's going to be a really, really cool Pokemon, and I think it's going to be massively popular. I can see Ash Ketchum having a Scorbunny really, really early on in the Sword and Shield anime. And then finally, we have Sobble, the water lizard Pokemon, and it is one of the cutest things I've ever seen. This actually has potential to be the cutest starter Pokemon there is. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know whether I still prefer Piplup, but at the same time, it's really, really cute. The minute it kind of appeared from the fountain in the video, I was like, I'm sold. This is really cool. Again, I don't know about potential evolution lines. Like, I've got a feeling this could kind of, because I know it's not an axolotl, but it's still, it's, you know, it's got that kind of salamander newt kind of vibe to it. And I'm a bit like, is this just going to end up looking a little bit like Swampert in its final form, or is it going to go a complete different way? There's no way of knowing. Everything so far is speculation, but we've got so much stuff to speculate on now. We actually have info, and it seems super duper fun. I think Sobble's going to be great. I just think this is the first time where I'm not automatically going to be like, the water starter is the one I want. I like it, and I think I do like them all equally, but I'm just leaning that little bit more towards Scorbunny or Grookey at the moment. But I mean, this is just my initial reaction. Like, you can tell, I can barely get my words out. I don't know what I want right now from this game. There's just so much to unpack. It's just, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that the starters are good and that they're all good. There isn't a starter that everybody hates. You remember when Poplio was first revealed? People like Poplio now, but do you remember when it was first revealed and it got so much hate? And that hasn't happened with these starters. Everybody loves these starters, and it's really, really refreshing to see. You know, the games, the region just looks amazing. My overall thoughts are just that everything looks fantastic, and I'm full of confidence that these are going to be some of the best Pokemon games ever. One thing I did notice that disappointed me is the characters in the game on the overworld are not being followed by Pokemon, and that's just a little bit disappointing. That's my big gripe. I think if I've got any massive negative criticism, I would say I'm really annoyed that the Pokemon aren't following you. Because we know the run animations exist, or at least they existed in the previous games, and it's just sad. After Let's Go had Pokemon in the overworld and Pokemon following us, and now we've gone back to the old way. It seems redundant, but that's just a little bit disappointing. Who knows? Maybe they've just not revealed it yet. Who knows? I'm a little bit disappointed that they don't quite have the same art style as Let's Go, but I can understand why. Because this is something I've been saying on Twitter for a long time, which is, don't get angry at Game Freak if something that you've expected that they haven't hinted at doesn't happen, because they never hinted at it. So they never said these games are going to be made with the same engine as Let's Go, or they're going to be made like Let's Go. They never said anything like that. So I can't be disappointed that they don't look like Let's Go. They look more like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which is the main series. So it makes sense that it looks more like that, I guess. I think once they fix up the highlights thing, because I just think that the highlighting, the lighting on the Pokemon models themselves is a bit too... It kind of, I don't know, it kind of lifts them out from the background, and I find that really strange. Like, they don't look like a part of the scene. They look like they're just on a blue screen or a green, you know what I mean? I hope someone gets it. If you understand what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, the names totally make sense because it's about the UK. The UK is famous for its knights, you know, King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and all that jazzy stuff. So Sword and Shield makes sense. I expect Honedge to be in the wild all over the place. So if you don't like Honedge, I'm so sorry, but you're going to have to deal with it. And of course, both logos for the game do feature kind of a wolf head at the top of the sword and the shield. I don't really like the logos. Like, I have to give some criticism. I can't be completely biased. You know, I may be a Pokemon channel. Pokemon may be the franchise that pays my bills because of the views that I get for Pokemon, but I'm going to call it down the middle, and if I don't like something, I'm going to say I don't like something, and I don't like the logos. I just feel like they look like fan-made logos as opposed to real official ones, I guess, because they've just basically taken a sword and a shield and just plonked the same wolf head either side. I don't know. I'm not convinced on the logos, but it's fine. At least it suggests we're going to get a wolf legendary, so that'll be kind of cool. We haven't got any big legendary wolf lately, you know. All in all, I would say I am super confident that Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield are going to be outstanding games. I'm really excited to play them. And Pokemon, if you're watching, yes, I'd like to play them early, please. Please, I love you guys, and I'm a UK YouTuber, and it's a UK region, so come on, man. I'm your boy. Sort me out, please. But of course, I don't just want to be sat here rambling to you guys about how much I'm excited for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield and for Grookey and Scorbunny and Sobble. I want to know what you guys think of it, so let me know down in the comments below. First of all, which starter you plan to pick. Second of all, what your first impressions were of the game, the region, the titles, the logos, anything that we've been revealed. And also tell me what you're hoping for the most out of this game. What's the one thing that's not been revealed yet that you really want to be something in Generation 8? Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Of course, if you enjoyed this video and you're excited for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, smash the like button down below. And of course, if you'd like to support the channel like these wonderful people down here do, you can pledge to my Patreon, patreon.com/AceTrainerLiam. Also, for live streams 5 days a week, including tonight at 7 PM UK time, head over to twitch.tv/AceTrainerLiam. And until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.